Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your May 2022 general reading. We're looking at the first half of May from the 1st through the 15th, and this reading is for our Lions, the fire sign of Leo. Welcome everyone. Hope you're all doing well. As always, thanks for taking the time to be here to watch any and all of the videos. For your likes, shares, subscribes, support, feedback, comments, those of you who reach out for personal readings. It's always welcome and always appreciated. So Leo, this reading is for you for the first half of May 2022. That's if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Leo. It's also relevant if you're cross-watching for a Leo. It's a general reading, so of course it's going to resonate a little differently for everyone. How could it not? So if you know all of your signs, sun, moon, rising, and Venus, watch each of them because each one can potentially bring in some additional insight and perspective into whatever is going on in your life. And if you find that something does resonate with you and you'd like to take a deeper look at it, reach out for a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else. Personal readings do make great gifts. You can email me directly at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. You can also get that contact info by clicking on the description link, the little arrow with this video. I'd be delighted to hear from you, and I can usually respond within the same day with more information. I do offer a wide variety of readings in all areas of life, and I try to be pretty timely in scheduling, so message me if you're interested. Okay, Leo, let's see what's in store for you for the first half of May 2022. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Gilded Tarot. Okay, Leo. We begin with the past, the Six of Cups. Commonly a card associated with the past. Roots of origin, family, childhood, or long-term historical situations like old friends, old lovers, old jobs. Something that has history to it. It can sometimes represent looking at something through rose-colored glasses, much as we do when we're children. With the Six of Cups comes the Seven of Wands, which is a defensive card. It typically represents somebody who's standing in front of the door of their home, their castle, their keep, and they're defending it or protecting or guarding it or standing up for it. This represents something that you have a fair amount invested in, so you're trying to protect it. Something that has a lot of history, it looks like here. This could be you, this could be somebody close to you. Next we have the Ten of Coins, which is also a card that speaks of history because it's about long-term security and stability. It can be long-term financial and material security and stability, long-term relationships. It's a card that's commonly associated with home and family. The inheritance card. What does inheritance mean? It means something that you have that a lot of work went into, or something that you're given that a lot went into. The long, slow accumulation of building up of something until it gets to a point where it's deep enough, rooted enough, like finances. This would be having enough in the bank or a nice retirement, where you're not, the Ten of Coins is about feeling secure, deeply secure enough that you're not worried about next week, next month, next year, whether it's in financial and material issues or relationship, home, a business. Coins is governed by the element of earth, so it typically relates to earthly practical matters. With the sun is light, love, warmth, laughter, vacation. It uplifts, it lessens and sometimes negates any negative or challenging energy, kind of like a weight's lifted off your shoulder. It may be that some of you, if there's financial and material securities or worries about your future, how secure your future is, the sun comes out and shines on that and kind of uplifts that and either significantly lessens or even negates this worry about future security. The sun card, when it comes out in a spread, is like when the real sun comes out. It shines over everything and illuminates everything. Everything is touched by the sun. And so too, in a tarot spread, when the sun card comes out in a spread, it affects all the surrounding cards, even considering they all relate to each other. So again, it boosts positive energy of cards in the spread, and it can lessen or even negate negative or challenging energy as well. So whatever pressures or stresses or challenges you've been facing with the Ten of Coins, depending on what this is, finances, material issues, relationship, or job, a combination of all that, this is greatly lessened. Next, we have death, final endings, transformation, so that rebirth can occur, because beginnings follow endings, birth follows death. It's kind of the cycle of life, right? With the Magician, another major arcana card. So the Magician is the entrepreneur, the manifester. The Magician knows how to and is well able to manifest whatever he wants into physical reality, he or she. Why? Because the Magician has walked a long road of learning, trial and error, success and failure. He knows it's not enough just to visualize things and put out positive energy. It's that combined with your knowledge, your wisdom, your experience, and the hard work, putting all of those things together, and that's how we manifest what we want into reality. You can't skip any of those steps. So the Magician is being able to manifest what you want into reality. You know, Leo, death and the Magician is a pretty textbook combination of two specific messages, and they're both major arcana cards, so God, Spirit, Angels, and Guides. This is, for some of you, something needs to die or be let go of in order for you to be able to manifest what you want. And this is also about, you know, allowing something to end. When something ends, that's when Spirit can come in, and it's when you let go death that Spirit can come in and go, okay, now we can work. So it probably means that whatever the specific situation is, and of course in a general reading that the specificities will vary, although the energy is fundamentally the same. So it probably represents that there's been some kind of area of life or life itself that you're feeling stuck in, that you have been feeling stuck in. And even wanting to move forward, there's something that needs to be let go of so that Spirit can take that energy and then move forward with it into a future where what you want can be manifested, and they can help you manifest that. But something has to end first. Something has to be let go of. Let's see what the overall energy is. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, abundance. Your cup's overflowing with abundance, having what you want. That's the overall theme. Let me see what next is after that. The Star, renewed and restored hope, faith, and optimism. The Star, chronologically in the tarot, comes after the Tower. You know, the tarot has a chronological flow to it for a reason. And the Tower, you know, it's all about learning, changing, growing, and evolving through different chapters of our life. The Tower comes in the tarot at a certain point, you know, which typically represents a pretty major, profound, unexpected event that comes in, and often just it ends things. It's a game changer. It's something that shakes everything up and moves you on in a new direction, even if it's challenging or painful, because that's what needs to happen. And then after the Tower is the Star, which comes in to renew and restore your hope, faith, and optimism that you are on the right path. The Star is, you know, but it can be challenging because the Star is based on faith, right? It's, you know, it's knowing that you're on the right path, even if you can't see more than a step in front of you, trusting, right? These are both the wish fulfillment cards of the tarot. So it's about abundance. It's about abundance and feeling like you have abundance in your life, not just financially, materially, but mentally, emotionally, all of that too. There's a sense of renewal about that, which means that something was pretty difficult before, or something possibly happened before. And now you have faith that it's going to be absolutely different, that you're on the right path moving forward. Again, particularly if you let go of something or if you allow something to end. In terms of money, finances, this looks like a pretty good reading, but let's clarify just a bit. Let's clarify that overall energy of the Nine of Cups and the Star. Feels like something really gets transformed here. Excuse me. Ten of Cups, the happy home, happily ever after, white picket fence, tend to represent cycle endings or completion, you know, an achievement. The Ten of Cups represents, which is why it's called the happily ever after white picket fence card, it represents being at a place, particularly where home and family is concerned, where you feel like everything's finally come together, right? This is happy home, happy marriage, harmony, you know. The Six of Cups, again, so we have the Six of Cups twice. So this is history, historical connection, family home, family money, family business, family property, the family itself, marriage, partnership leading to marriage. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles, which is typically the work card. Worker bee, nose to the grindstone, hard at work, working on building up a solid, stable foundation for yourself. Since we're holistic creatures and all areas of life are connected to each other, it might be this is a combination for some of you of the emotional, home, and family aspect of your life and the earth energy, finance, money, property, job, real estate, all of that kind of stuff. It feels like there's a renewal or perhaps a healing in this area that is going to prove to be abundant and a renewal of hope that you can have the abundance that you want. Financially, materially, and even emotionally for some of you. Some of you, it could be just about relationship, home, and family. But there's a sense of practical issues going on here as well. Let's clarify that Six of Cups, that card of historical connection. The Two of Cups. Interesting, because the Two of Cups is the traditional soulmate, kindred spirit, best friend connection. And the Six of Cups is sometimes considered the secondary soulmate card too. So a partnership here. Hope and renewal that the two of you can have abundance. And again, for some of you, this is going to be just about the relationship itself. Maybe it's transitioning to marriage when you thought that was not going to happen or wasn't on the books, right? It could be a healing of financial and material issues that, of course, alleviate pressure and help with relationship and with your happy home energy. The Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of taking inventory, taking stock, taking a look at what you have invested in something and trying to figure out if you need to make changes, if you need to drop something, if you need to move on. And the Two of Pentacles is trying to make decisions about that. Okay, so it's looking at what, it might be looking at what you have invested in a relationship and asking yourself, is it worth taking it to a new level or pushing it further or having a deeper level of commitment and responsibility? For some of you, it might be there's already this, coupleship and you guys are together trying to consider something or trying to make a decision about something. Perhaps it's financial or material. Let's clarify the Seven of Wands. For those of you for whom this is just relationship, and finances or material issues might be a secondary issue in it. I'm getting this sense, regardless of which specific area this is for you, Leo. I'm getting this sense that I keep getting this phrase through my head that it's when you really let go of what you want, of what you think is supposed to be what you want, that's when you actually begin to, the universe starts helping you manifest exactly what it is that you want. It's kind of like being in a relationship in which you love and care about the person, but it's not a healthy relationship. And so in order to actually have that, there has to be some kind of surrendering or letting go so that transformation or changes can occur here. And it looks like that's what you're contemplating. Clarify Seven of Wands, defending. Nine of Wands, Five of Pentacles, tired of feeling shut out, tired of feeling not good enough, tired of feeling like you don't have enough or aren't enough. Judgment, trying to make a major crossroads decision. It feels like for some of you there may be a relationship that you've had a lot invested in. There's no lack of love and caring between the two of you, but in order to have something that you really want, either the relationship has to be let go of, either so that it can transform or so that you can move on to having what you really want. Some of you, this is a financial and material issue. You're tired of feeling like, financially and materially insufficient. It's like working really hard but never really having anything to show for it. And that's kind of a fundamental theme that I'm picking up here, Leo. Whether this is in financial and material issues or emotional relationship issues or a combination of both, because both of those are present here. It feels like fundamentally you've been investing and working and investing and working. You know, it's kind of like running, and stopping to look up at your surroundings, and you're in the same damn place as when you started, right? Like all this effort for what? You really want something long term. You don't want to have to worry about your future. But unless you change something, surrender, let go of something, that change won't happen. Because Spirit here is telling you with Death and the Magician that you have to be the initiator of the change. You have to, you're the one keeping the energy going from, in one direction because you're not doing anything different. Spirit doesn't often come in and completely disrupt that. Sometimes they do. But here it's like Spirit saying, look, you want something different. You have to let go in order for that to happen. That's kind of the gist of everything I'm kind of getting here. But but I do feel like something does happen this first half of May too that gives you some kind of sense of hope. Clarify 10 of Coins and the Sun, because that's a great combination of cards. That's kind of an uplifting. It's kind of like feeling really stressed out and really pressured and about your long-term security, and something happens that alleviates that. Six of Swords, healing, leaving, and this is clarifying the 10 of Coins. There's healing of those long-term security issues here, leaving the worst of it behind you. You're not quite to the other shore and on solid ground yet, but you're moving in the right direction. It's healing. The Star, again, renewed, restored hope, faith, and optimism. And the Three of Pentacles, which is teamwork, collaboration, and compromise. So this is somebody else or even a small group of people helping with this. The Page of Cups and the King of Pentacles clarifies the Sun. So there's an earth sign, male or female, because this is a general reading, so it can be either. The King of Earth, who's well suited to financial and material issues because he's the king of those things. Positive messages coming here, very positive messages. It's like, whether this is a romantic connection or not, this is somebody who's driven by love, support, and encouragement to help healing for you, or help give you some kind of relief or a restoration of hope and faith, so that you're not so worried about your long-term future. Let's just clarify Death and the Magician. And this person may be providing some very concrete help, like financial and material help or resources, or they're just proving to be a really good source of support and helping alleviate some of the stress and worry about your future security. Clarify Death and the Magician. Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. This is really what we want to see after endings, because aces represent the number one, so it's a new start, a new beginning. We've got the Ace of Swords, which is illumination, epiphany, seeing something in a new light, a realistic light, in which you have the option to change your present for a healthier reality. The Ace of Pentacles, also new beginnings, maybe more concrete, new job, new money, new business, moving, relocating, new hobbies. But this is clarifying death, endings. So the ending has to come first. The surrendering has to come first. With the Magician, we have the Empress, which is abundance, fertility, green light for new beginnings. But again, it all comes from, there has to be some kind of surrender or letting go here, Leo. It's kind of like Spirit saying, I know you're afraid to let go. I know you're afraid to let go, but I'm going to be here to catch you. If you don't change your pattern, it's not going to change. In order for transformation to occur, you have to let go. You're like, I don't want to let go. I'm afraid to let go. I get it. We all face those things. But Spirit's like, it's when you let go, that's when things really happen. And I think we can all probably relate to that in different areas of our life at one time in our life or another. So that's what it's about here, Leo. Surrendering and letting go, so that transformation can occur. and new beginnings of what you truly, truly want. Okay, Leo, those are your messages for the first half of May. I hope you enjoyed them, found them helpful, useful, or at least gave you some food for thought. Again, if any of this resonates with you enough that you'd like to take a deeper dive on it, look into it a little further, look into getting a personal reading for yourself or even as a gift for someone else, feel free, again, to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to hear from you. Again, you can get that information by clicking on the description link below. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the May mid-month readings. Take care until then. Bye-bye.